Welcome to MCs and MVPs. Today we are talking about the Chicago Bears.
The Bears.
We'll start with who they drafted. Aramis, who they draft?
Young mama in the first round, cause she know how to throw piston. You know she gonna win. You know what I'm saying?
Don't start rhyming. All right, first off, that was bad, terrible. Shut it down. JT, who they draft?
You know JT ain't got shit up.
He got his acquisitions up.
Give me 1 second, I gotta scroll to the top of the draft. Hang on.
Don't do it. Aramis, who they drafted?
Hang on, it's gonna take 20 minutes to get there.
I'm over here watching it buffer.
They drafted Romeo a Doomsday.
Romeo Doomsday? His last name is Doomsday?
Yeah,
A Dunze.
A Doomsday.
A Doomsday.
It's not
A Doomsday.
It's not
Doomsday.
Yeah.
It's a Doomsday. A Doomsday. That's how they say a Doomsday. Anyway, they got Kyron. Listen, man. It's one of those that listen. His name is Kevin.
Omega G.
Listen, whatever you say, we're gonna go with it.
I'm motherfucking the Digimon.
We got Troy Taylor.
Tory.
Tory Taylor. I'm sorry, you're right. Tory Taylor. We got Austin Booker. And that's it.
King Booker.
King Booker.
I'll never forget the part where they kept trying to get Undertaker to do the spinneroonie.
Dude, that was understood.
And like Vince McMahon came out and Batista came out. Everyone was trying to get him to do it. And he was looking at all of them like, fuck all of you.
So many people came out that he was like, all right, here's my time to sneak out the back. And then they were like, where the fuck did he go?
And he's like, I'm a dead man, I snuck out. I was like, how does a 6'4", 300-pound dude just sneak away?
He ain't 6'4", they look more like 6'9".
Is he 6? I thought he was like 6'4", 6'5".
I don't know.
He about 6'9".
That was back when wrestling had magic, so.
Oh, that's a good
who knows?
point.
Oh, Lord.
All right, who they got rid of?
They got rid of. You got it?
You wanted
Hey,
it?
no,
Oh, you were right, Aramis. He's 6'10".
I thought you see.
Yeah, he's 6'10", the big ass fucking dude.
He plays
6'10",
basketball.
309. I was,
7 foot on Tinder.
yeah, for sure.
All right, then.
They got rid of Justin Fields, Nathan Peterman,
Hallelujah. It's trash.
Deontay
What's your
Foreman,
team?
Darnell Mooney,
No, I want to talk about
Nathan Peterman, I think it's from.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Justin Fields. I was like,
You said Nathan Peterman before I said anything.
Deontay Foreman, Darnell Mooney.
Equiminius.
And I was like, I've heard his name multiple times, and I was like, I'm not gonna fuck you up. What is your fucking name?
Equiminius.
Yep.
That's a dope name.
I don't know.
Mercedes Lewis,
Yep.
Robert Tanyan, Cody Whitehair, Dan Feeney, Lucas Patrick, Yannick Ngoke, Rasheem Green.
Is Yannick Ngakwe.
Ngakwe?
Yep.
That works too. Justin Jones and Eddie Jackson.
Eddie Jackson.
All right. And then, who they re-signed?
Who that re-signed JT?
They re-signed quarterback Brett Ripon. Running back DeAndre Swift got signed to a 3-year, $24 million deal. All guarantees, what it looks like. Wide receiver Keenan Allen acquired in a trade from with Chicago in exchange for a 4th-round draft pick. Wide receiver.
Hold on. You said with Chicago.
Yeah, it said acquired and trade with the Chargers. I'm sorry, that's my bad.
Okay,
And with the Chargers for a 4th-round draft
okay.
pick. That's my bad, folks.
Yes,
I gotta
sir.
learn how to read all over again. Wide receiver Dante Pettis was re-signed to a 1-year deal. Penis. Offensive line Ryan Bates was acquired in a trade for the
Bates?
Bills. Bates.
He said Bates.
Yeah, it says
Do
Bates.
it too much.
God.
Anyways, the offensive line Jake Curham. Offensive line Matt Pryor, whatever.
Yeah,
Center Coleman Shelton. Tight end Gerald Everett. Defensive end Jake Martin. Linebacker Amin Ogbog-Demiga. I feel like I was really close.
Oh,
Yeah, I feel like I was really close.
Listen, I'll tell you about these things. I'll tell you these names, man. These names.
Bong Dimiga.
I don't like how you just sort of shift into that.
Quarterback Jalen Johnson was re-signed a 4-year deal, $76 million contract. He initially received a non-exclusive franchise tag. We'll see what happens now. Safety Kevin Byard, 2 years, $15 million. Safety Jonathan Owens agreed to the terms of a 2-year deal. And long snapper, there we go again, Patrick Scales was signed to a 1-year deal, $1 million guaranteed. So that's everyone they acquired.
Owens is Simone Biles' cousin.
Really?
Yeah. So it's Simone Owens, not Biles.
Interesting. She actually made it like the top 20 greatest athletes.
She is in the 21st century.
Yeah, the 21st century.
She is.
No, I was just like, I was glad that they gave her that, because she's won so many medals and stuff.
Obviously, we know number one, he got stripped from all his gold medals.
Michael Phelps?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, greatest athlete of our generation, probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
You said athlete.
And he smoked weed. I said athlete, yeah.
Olympian. Well, never mind.
Olympians are athletes?
I know, but I said athletes. I think athletes. Anyway. But nah, Mike Phelps is you're right.
Motherfucker smokes weed, but fucking train too. Anyways, that's everyone. Thank God.
That's a living fish.
Yeah, it's a living fish, yeah. I am not excited about the Bears. The Bears. Not excited, really.
First of all,
go ahead.
You went last time.
Okay.
Johnny, who the hell? What you think about these Bears?
Who the hell? What do you think?
Who the hell? What do you think?
Who the hell? What you think? What you think, Johnny?
Hell.
Help me, son. Help me.
What are you doing?
He's preaching again. He's going into his preacher. Come on, Deacon Brody.
Come on, Deacon Brody.
Absolutely not. All right, shut that shit down now.
Help me.
Listen, we are in the church. At the
My first motion as deacon is to disband the church.
Seconded.
But y'all still paying offering.
Plates going around, everyone fill it up.
You giving them a tip or a tithe. Alright?
Ridiculous.
Anyways. What are we talking about? The Bears?
That's the same team we've been talking about the whole video.
Sure, I believe you. Probably right at one point. So
Like a broken watch.
I don't think they did anything last year that made me care about them. They just weren't interesting to me. I feel like they didn't use any of their weapons properly.
No, I mean, they did one thing interesting last year. Remember when the FBI came in and kicked on the door for their offensive coach?
No, I don't.
They did one thing properly. They traded. They policed Carolina Panthers.
Policed them?
Yeah, because they got the number one overall pick this year.
Oh.
Last year.
Fair enough.
Finessed them.
Yeah, policed them, finessed them, whatever you want to call it. They got picked, and they picked their quarterback of the future. So.
They thought that with Justin Fields too, though.
But he wasn't the number one overall pick. Remember, he was a 10th pick in that year.
And everyone thought I've been watching what he's been doing at the Steelers in their training camp and stuff like that.
That's shirts and shorts.
I understand that, but he is throwing accurate passes, long accurate passes.
Anybody can throw. I can throw accurate passes in shirts and shorts here.
Fan? What? No, don't care.
We'll get 4 people out there. We'll give you a football. We'll put you in shorts and one of those holy shirts.
But I mean, understanding that, like, hey, it's at practice. Like, I don't really care how much good you're doing at practice. I get that, but at the same time, like, I didn't see anything from Chicago last year that made me feel like anybody got a real fair shake on what you could do or what your abilities were.
Yeah.
Like, so from your coaching, from your players, offense, defense, top down, I can't even form an opinion because you didn't do
anything.
Like,
what was your record last year? Like 2-14, something
since
like
you
that?
can't form an opinion, let me form an opinion for you.
not for me. You can have your own opinion. For my opinion,
Well, I'm gonna help you form your opinion.
fuck boy.
I'm gonna help you form your opinion, sir. With that being said, the reason why I would say that is because they did make a big trade. They got Montez Sweat from the oh no, I was not doing the Redskins from Washington. They got him from Washington, which helped improve their defense last year in the latter stages of the game because they actually got pressure. Their secondary actually wasn't too bad last year. The defense actually played a lot better. Now with the acquisitions that they got, this offense with this young quarterback, they did not do Justin Fields they got him no help his first 3 years. He didn't have no help. He didn't have no line, he didn't have no weapons. But this guy, all of a sudden, he got everybody. Not only do he got a #1 receiver in Roma Doomsday that's gonna be solid. I think he's gonna be one of those guys. But they added a veteran in Keenan Allen that is always open. He can always catch the ball. Very sure-handed guy.
That's right.
They added offensive linemen. They got Gerald Everett, who's a solid tight end, and they added They re-signed Jalen Johnson, who is a stud cornerback, young stud cornerback. And then they added Kevin Byard and Jonathan Owens, 2 starting caliber. Byard was a Pro Bowler actually. He was a Pro Bowler safety. So in the secondary to go with Jalen Johnson. Man, so that defense is probably gonna be really good again this upcoming year. Right along, we'll see how Caleb Williams develops throughout the year. I think that's the key point because he has the weapons around him to be successful and be successful early. What about you, JT?
I'm excited to see what the quarterback's going to do. I mean, I haven't seen him in shorts and or anything yet. I haven't watched any other training camp or anything. Watched him last year. Is this what they did on offense? That's pretty good. Or that's what they
They got sacked.
Oh, they got 30 sacks?
Yeah,
That's terrible. So their offensive line definitely needs to be shored up. I mean, 50 sacks. And Justin Fields is a mobile quarterback, so even if he's getting sacked 50 times, like...
Well, remember he got hurt for half the season, too.
True, because the offensive line got him sacked 50 times.
Sure right.
But, like, I'm not... I think they're still in rebuild. I don't think this year they're going to be doing too, like, they might have 1 or 2 games where, like, they're doing something exciting, but I don't think they're doing too much this year. I think they're in rebuild. I mean, all that stuff that happened with the FBI last year and the Bears and stuff like that. They got a lot going on outside of just the football field. So, new acquisitions, new players, everyone trying to get with the program and stuff like that, trying to learn the plays. I think their first 3 games are going to be a telltale sign to figure out what they're going to be like for the rest of the year. If it's all convoluted and if they're not all meshing. But yeah, you got the 2 games for the preseason and then the first 3 games. So after 5 games, you should know kind of what's going on.
Preseason don't really count for what's going on, really. Because that's people still trying to fight for a job.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
Like,
so I'd say
this is the first 5 weeks.
Yeah, I would say so first 5 weeks. I think after the 5th week, like if it's still looking convoluted and messy and stuff like that, I don't think they're going to do very much this year. However, if their 5th game, if they're like really getting it together, pulling everything together and stuff like that, and that rookie quarterback starting to understand the system and how this is not college, this is the NFL, you got to be a little more safer with football and stuff like that. If you can understand all of that and play well, I think they could be decent. But I wouldn't, even if I was the coaches and stuff like that, I wouldn't put too much pressure on this quarterback this year. I'd be like, listen, just try and feel it out, understand where you're going. We're not looking for you to win 10 games or anything like that. We just want you to feel this season out, get this team ready, and figure out what we're going to do next year.
Sound like defeated mindset to me. I'm just saying. Sound like defeated mindset.
She's still in rebuild. Yeah, they're in defeat. Did you see how many games they won last year? Because I was trying to look that up, and I think they only won like 3 games last year.
Remember, their #1 pick wasn't theirs. It was Carolina's.
Yeah.
They had the 9th pick.
I did not look up how many what the record was, but like you were talking about shoring up their defense and shoring up their O line. They kind of have to. Like, they're one of those teams that has to throw everything at the fan, and you have to do all these trades and acquisitions because you were shitty on all forms of the ball last year.
Yeah, I was way off. They went 7-10, which is not terrible.
I think this team is going to come down to the quarterback play. It's going to come down to the quarterback play. I know he's young, but it's not impossible. Ben Roethlisberger with a veteran team went 15-1, and up until they went to the AFC Championship. So anything happened.
And then we also saw Dan Marino in his rookie year take his Dolphins to the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? So we've seen other teams do it too.
I don't know if you was alive back then. I definitely didn't see that happen. But, I definitely saw Ben Roethlisberger take the Steelers team to the AFC Championship when they lost to the Patriots. I seen that with my eyes. I can't say I seen Dan Marino do that.
I watched the video that season and stuff. He played pretty well.
Well, he did. I'm pretty sure he did. But I can't say I seen it.
No, I'm seeing that they allowed 31 passing touchdowns.
That's not too bad.
It is when you only got 19.
Oh, never mind.
Well then.
Well, that's a good one.
So fix your fucking secondary.
But that's why they got 2 new safeties. Anyway, that's it. You got anything else?
Nope.
Alright, till next time. Peace.